In City Creek Canyon by Charles Maurice Stebbins. Read for LibriVox.org by Nemo. In City Creek Canyon. Childlike I lie upon the springing grass that rims the road along the canyon slope, and watch the silver-folded cloud caps pass in silent majesty across a sea of half-transparent blue, a purity so pure that its reflection makes the earth more free from all but truth and love, and turns my wandering thoughts back to the happy day that gave me birth. For so I count the hour that brought the dove of life infused into my limbs a length of days sufficient to behold this hour, to contemplate these symbols of the power that raised to form these ever ancient hills, and all with purpose and with pleasure fills, were sufficient prize for living. Softly the green turf melts away to the low edge that hems the stream, the sprightly waters stealing in and out among the many windings, splash and spray the leaves that overhang in midday dream, or spread the stones with silken softness, shout and sing in ever varied melody, and of their singing never weary, gay and noisy in their unremitting glee, they wander on as they've done forever. The grape of Oregon about the spot raise modestly their amorous yellow heads, and blushing for its own deep loveliness amidst the grass, the wild sweet william sheds its tender beauty, or the wild sweet pea, the buttercup or frail forget-me-not, the wind relenting hovers with the bee, for one short moment bending to caress their dainty lips, and drunk with love of them, loses itself amidst their fragrant fragileness, until a thrill vibrate each lithesome stem. Beyond the stream a giant mass of rock rises far as the eye can skim the air, and pillars up with many a massive block of ancient stone the vaulted arch of heaven. Silent and stern its wrinkled mien doth stare hard down upon me like a Roman god. Across its furrowed features coldly run the characters of ages, characters revealing deep how nature's works are done by her unnumbered ministers, that were ere day was made a name and fashioned from the night, ere life became on land and in the air and ageless seas, the awful characters of time's mysterious and measured march through centuries, strange symbols that foretell the future from the past, the story of eternity. Calmly the day is dying, and a peace that lives with nature only, everywhere is breathed by the unseen spirits of the air. The low blue sky, enriched with many a fleece of snowy whiteness, settles round the peaks a little closer, that with jagged arms support it. Hushed, too, are the trembling leaves of aged tree and wanton weed, fit charms for noonday bee and evening whippoorwill. The flowers bend their dainty heads with cheeks aflush to bid farewell to the faint day. Awhile the old sun smiles upon the grass that rims the narrow marge with mellow ray, clambers the rocky steepness to the edge that is the first to greet the seething dawn, there hovers for a moment, and is gone. No voice of bird charms the entranced air, and yet the very stillness seems to chant an unheard requiem to the day, and there are strains more sweet by far than ever wind hath wafted to the ear from harp or lyre. Touched by a human hand, a visitant unseen bears them upon her trembling wings, straight from the ethereal lute of silence, shrined in twilight shades of wooded aisle and spire. and audible to the inward ear alone. She breathes her deep mute music, and the end and the beginning into one strain blend, which is life, love, and immortality. End poem. This recording is in the public domain.